I didn't find out for sure until she admittedly told me when Savannah was 6 months old that there was a 50-50 chance that Savannah wasn't mine.
He sends you a picture of his and you go over and talk?
Yeah.
Jerome, they must have changed my name to Boo Boo the Fool down there on this thing.
I've literally tried to physically leave, and she has stood in front of the car to where I couldn't leave, or she says, "I'm gonna call the cops and tell them you hit me."
What?
White versus white. Wait, no. That's their surname. It's not a kind of violence. Husband wants proof he's not the dad so he can divorce. Wife wants proof he is the dad so he'll stay. Both are betting on the same paternity test, but for different outcomes. Mr. White, though, he loves his 3-year-old daughter, Savannah, but the doubt's been destroying him for years. Miss White admits she's made mistakes, but swears Savannah is his. Let's find out exactly how big these mistakes really are.
No, because from a week after we got married until February of this year, I've been catching her cheating constantly.
Ms. White, have you been cheating?
Yes, but I have like abandonment issues because I was adopted. So like if he's not showing me the love and affection that I need, I mean, I'm not trying to like make excuses for myself because I admit what I've done is wrong, but I just want him to like show me love and affection and be there for me and like hold my hand in public and just be there.
But because you admittedly have been cheating, you've had to open this case to
Correct.
prove paternity of Savannah in hopes of saving your marriage.
Yes, our anniversary is in 2 days, so I want to make this right so we can better our marriage and just prove that Savannah is his.
Mr. White, when did you find this out?
I didn't find out for sure until she admittedly told me when Savannah was 6 months old that there was a 50-50 chance that Savannah wasn't mine.
And how did you get to a place where you decide you're gonna tell him, Miss White?
We got into an argument and we ended up splitting up, and I was over at my mom's house, and he said the only way I could come back into the house is if I was to admit everything and just be honest.
And he let you back home after that? Mr. White, take me to that day. I can't imagine this happening.
I was hurt and I was pissed off, and at the same time, it was kind of a relief because I knew for a fact that it was actually happening. It wasn't just, oh, it's an assumption, I don't know for a fact. I think more than anything that I was more hurt because I done got attached to her. 6 months old, was there for the whole 9 months. I was the one that cut the umbilical cord. I watched her come out. I've been there for all my kids. I work 7 days a week. I work Monday through Friday doing my main job. Saturday and Sunday I'm doing odd jobs to provide for my kids because I want them to have a better life than I did.
So abandonment issues now come with a free pass to build an entire roster of backup options. That's a creative interpretation of therapy I haven't encountered. Maybe I should tell my Cone clients I have placement anxiety disorder. So when cones end up in random locations across 3 zip codes, everyone just nods sympathetically. You know, during the recording of this epi, their anniversary was in 2 days. Let that sink in. What an incredible last-ditch effort to save a marriage that seems like a hostage situation. And you will see why later on in the clips. She's trying to save the marriage by proving paternity 48 hours before they're supposed to be celebrating their union. It can go either way, and there will be a digital recording of the 48 hours before that result, and some random YouTuber will make his commentary about it. This world, I tell you. Mr. White works 7 days a week. Main job during the week, side hustles on weekends. This man is grinding himself into the ground, trying to provide, and she's upset he doesn't hold her hand enough in public. That sounds sweet, actually, and pretty valid, but if you cheat a week into your wedding, best believe your husband is thinking that you might have been handling some other guy's hands and stuff. I mean, I'd be petrified because if you grab someone's whatchamacallit, and your husband holds your hand, then by the scientific process of transfer of properties, he has held another man's whatchamacallit. So his feelings are pretty valid too. Now drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'm trying to understand the logic where working yourself to death for your family equals not showing enough affection. To justify cheating with multiple people, make it make sense, and explain it to me as if I was 5, okay?
Do you have any other reason to believe that your wife cheated other times?
I have text messages proof right here of the most recent is Valentine's Day. She went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house with the kids.
Well, that's because you didn't even get me anything, and you were just yelling at me. You were treating me like crap and was gonna go to a friend's house, so.
Because you were saying you were going to a park at 9 o'clock at night,
Well,
and
it
you
was
said
7
you
o'clock.
wanted to
Let me see this evidence. What is going on here? So these are text messages you've presented, Mr. White.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. White says, my body's naked, wishing you was in this bed with me. LOL, you are crazy, about to call you in a minute. LMAO, could you do that for me? Ms. White, why are you so quiet? Why are you texting your ex-boyfriend these things?
Because he don't treat me right. Like,
Your body is naked, wishing you were in the bed. Which bed? Your husband's bed?
Yeah.
So, Mr. White, please tell me that this is the only evidence you have. You just have these text messages?
No, I have pictures of her sexting people.
Pictures? I'm afraid to look. Jerome, how did you find out about this, Mr. White?
When on Valentine's Day, when I found the text message, I took the entire phone.
This next photo is a picture we can't even show. A male body part. Tell me what happened behind that story, Ms. White.
we didn't even do anything on Valentine's Day. We just sat there and talked. That's all we did on Valentine's Day.
He sends you a picture of his and you go over and talk.
Yeah.
Jerome, they must have changed my name to Boo Boo the Fool down there on this thing.
You know, it's crazy because Miss White really tried to sell the "we just talked" story after exchanging inappropriate photos. On Valentine's Day, at his house, on his bed. Sure, and my cone placement actually optimizes traffic flow. Guys, I think I might have a new job by the next epi. But really, y'all just talked? So if I'm in the red light district, I'm just there to do market research to better position myself in the latex and baby oil industry. Does that sound right? No, it doesn't. As for having her phone with him, I don't know how he did it and convinced her that he will keep that phone that has the damning evidence of her cheating. Smart, honestly. Has it locked down at home with everything. Every text, every call, every photo. That must honestly hurt him if you think about him, because he now has 24-hour access to things his wife sent to other men. I think that would have messed me up a little if it were me.
And I can see this is just tearing you apart.
It's been rough and emotional. She was having an ex-boyfriend come over while I was at work, and then we got into an argument one night, and then he showed up, and that's when I knew there was something happening, because why would you call him if we're arguing?
And I see tears in your eyes, Mr. White. What are you feeling right now?
I just love her. She has what you would call, she aspirates. So when she drinks, she has to have it thickened, or half of it will go into her lungs and she'll get pneumonia. I just love her. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have my kids. And I've tried to leave this relationship, but she won't let me leave. I've literally tried to physically leave, and she has stood in front of the car to where I couldn't leave, or she says, I'm gonna call the cops and tell them you hit me.
What? Ms. White, you're doing way too much manipulating. When is the last time you cheated?
It's been months, since February.
And you're pregnant now.
Yes.
You gotta be honest. I have to ask you again. Did you sleep with the other man in February on Valentine's Day?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
If Savannah comes back just being the only one that's not mine, I have the decision to sit there and either try to make it work with her or to call it quits. But if more than one comes back not mine, there is no working on it. It is over.
In the case of White versus White, when it comes to 3-year-old Savannah White, it has been determined by this court, Mr. White, you are her father. How do you feel?
I feel happy.